and interview you. So there are a lot of different options, and that's what I want to talk to you about today, because the fact that we're in Chicago, you all have a different opportunity than most cities in the United States, because there's only 2 recording booths that are open to the public that are left in the United States. One of them is Chicago and the other one is Atlanta. Anyway, Chicago has a booth in the Chicago Cultural Center, and we have a very small staff. Literally, I mean, it's 2 people, myself and my coworker, and our manager, and then we have some part-time people. But the great thing about the fact that we have this recording booth at the Cultural Center is, and this small staff, is that we have the ability to also bring our equipment here and to do a full recording day here, so that if you couldn't make it to the Cultural Center, or if that's not convenient for you, we can come and set up our equipment in a small room and do a day of recordings. And that might be more appealing to some people than using your phone. Using a phone is great, but like when you live in a city where you can also get broadcast quality recording brought to you, or you can go down and sit across in the recording booth. I always just encourage people in Chicago, if definitely use the app if that's best for you. But just so you know, there's other in the App Store.
Would you go to a family reunion or a church 150th anniversary on a weekend?
That's a great question. People often ask us to come to events, and we have done that. The only thing is that there are some limitations. The first thing is that we need a quiet room where there's not peripheral noise. And I'll tell you why, because we've done recordings in community centers and things like that where people thought that they had the greatest space and were set up in the room, and the next thing you know, somebody flushes a toilet and it comes through the plumbing that comes in their room, and every time somebody goes to the bathroom, it's in your recording. So there's just a recording day, because it takes up to 6 hours. Yeah?
How many recording stations were there originally?
So that's a good question. There was one, so the first one was in Grand Central Station, and then there's a recording booth in New York. And then there was one in, I think, Memphis, and there was one in Milwaukee for a short time, and then the one in San Francisco that was there for 10 years, and the one in Atlanta and Chicago. So that's 6. But there's also a mobile booth that travels all around the United States. And all of even though it seems very romantic that it's just this Airstream trailer, and it seems like it just stops there, and it seems very whimsical, but it's actually very scheduled. Yeah. Do you have any questions about? Do you have any questions?
How long do you usually have to wait to get an appointment?
0 minutes. I don't think people realize how much availability we have, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's just the idea of sitting down, taking time out of your day. People, move so fast. I'm not sure if it's that, or if it's just coming downtown, or if people getting together, the logistics of it. I'll just tell you that people don't, we don't fill up our slots. We have a lot of availability. We do public recording days on Thursdays and on Saturdays, and we have availability from 10 p.m. to around 5. And there's open appointments all the time, so you just go online, you check that link, or you click on a link, and you can see what's available. And there's
And you have these cards?
And I have these cards for anyone who wants to make an appointment at the Chicago Cultural Center to come in.
On the back.
It shows you how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if there's nothing on there that works for you, come in and let us know, or contact us and let us know, and we'll find a time that does work for you.
I have her email.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you
I have cards also if you would like
need to
one.
get in touch with her, just see me. I'll give you her email.